Hello, everyone. Randy here working on the John Deere 2510 battery box here again today. Again, this is going to be the new battery box here that's going to hopefully hold all the stuff we need for the battery and the air conditioner up top and all that good stuff. I got the sheet metal here for starting to weld on the side. I need to finish up welding some of these seams yet and then probably grind them down flat. I was actually thinking here, when I was planning on putting the sheet metal on the inside, right? Kind of looks nice that way, but what if I put it on the outside? That'd be so much easier. Give us a little more room on the inside as well. Not much, maybe, but that's what I'm thinking, everyone. I think I'm going to put it on the outside because it'll be a lot easier to weld, the inside. Might not look maybe quite as nice, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference here. So anyway, we're going to start cutting it here. Got my old saw out here. That's a metal cutting blade on there. I know I've been asked about that quite a bit before. Yes, it works really, really nice for cutting steel like this, at least sheet steel. Well, I don't know, you call this sheet steel. It's fairly thick. I think it's 12 gauge. 10 gauge. Don't remember now, everyone. I'd have to actually go back and look. I don't remember actually how thick this stuff was, but fairly heavy, 36 inches long. And I realized, everyone, I'm wishing I would have made this 1 inch taller because these sheets are 12 inches wide. I made this 11 inches tall. It's like, really? I should have just made it 1 inch taller, and then I wouldn't have to cut it. But I'm still debating changing this out and actually making it 1 inch higher. That way I don't have to cut it. We'll see how it cuts, though. If this doesn't cut so well, I'm going to cut those out and make it 1 inch higher. If it cuts good, we'll just cut the 1 inch strip off. Here, what I'm thinking I'm going to do, obviously, first off, I'm going to weld all these seams up here, but then I'm going to probably weld the back side, this is going to be the back side against the tractor here, by the way, with these heavier supports. I'm going to weld the back side on to the outside. Meanwhile, the other three sides, I'm thinking I'm going to weld the inside. Again, everyone, I think that'll look better because I kind of like the looks of that as opposed to welding them on the outside. Again, I think it'd be easier to weld them on the outside, but yeah, like I said, I think it'll look better from the inside. And then on the back side, everyone, the reason I want it on the back side, so that way I'm going to pretty much build it similar to this one, everyone. I'm going to put that back support piece across here. That'll give it on the outside so I can weld it all the way across without having to like pull it out somehow or putting another shim in there or something like that, so I can, you know, weld this back support piece to the inside piece as well. So I think that'll work out pretty good. So let's fire up and start welding.
Okay, everyone, well, lots of welding later. Got the battery box here. Also some modifications here later, and I think I've got it kind of figured out here, everyone, where we're going to put the battery box here. So in case you can't tell, I moved it back probably good, well, the original one here, so that's probably about 6 inches, but it came in here, so yeah, probably 2 to 3 inches. It got moved back here, so now we're like completely clear of the wheel here. Don't even have to worry about it at all. What I ended up doing here, everyone, is I lopped off a whole bunch of this bracket here, and my plan is I still got this bolt in here yet, which is going to run through the box here, I figured, through the battery box. And then I'm also going to run a bolt through the side of this here. I welded kind of like a cap plate on here, so I'm going to put a bolt through here as well into the battery box, and that should, you know, keep that cab support more than strong enough. I figure just it's supported on a jack stand at the moment, by the way. I don't know how much it actually needs that or not, but unfortunately my jack here doesn't lift high enough. I'd like to get that box actually up into position so I can start marking some stuff here. But we're about done for the day here as well, everyone. Not sure if I'm gonna do any more or not. We'll see once here. This should actually work out really good, I think. I'll leave that as our negative ground lead. That way it doesn't, the cable that came out here is, you know, kind of really had to kink over to get to that. I think that'll be a lot better for that. And then this positive one here, that still seems like a pretty good bend to me. It'll kind of come down in, you know, right in there somewhere abouts, and, you know, to the battery. Might have to make a new one of those depending on, you know, where the battery sits in here, but I think it'll be good enough for that. So yeah, like I said, I'm thinking that's looking pretty good. Oh, for this side, I'm planning on picking up probably that bolt hole there. I can even maybe do that one. Depends which one we can get into there, everyone. I didn't realize it. I was looking at this, but it looks like my grandpa must have drilled new holes in the frame here when he did this. So I'm not sure. I'm probably not even gonna bother using that hole. We'll just leave that one empty, because if we have that one there, plus one going in that way, plus if I have that one there, and if I can still get up from underneath yet, at least maybe one spot or two spots. That one there, this one will just put the bolt. Where's the bolt? Oh, I guess it's still must have pushed up in there. We'll have to push it back down so I can get the nut back on it. But I should maybe see once here. I don't know. Do we got another spot? There's probably no more other spots down along the bottom, is there? I guess I could weld a bracket that comes out to there, couldn't I? I'll have to look under there. I actually haven't looked under there, everyone. I don't know that I rightly need to have, because the original battery box here, it mounted from the sides, and then it mounted from underneath as well. I never quite understood the purpose of that, but I suppose it's not a bad idea. And given the fact that this is a much, much heavier battery box, I mean much heavier, everyone, much heavier. So let me do some more looking here. See if I can get this to raise up a little more too. Maybe throw a 6x6 under there or something. So it's a little tippy on there, but not too bad. Okay, everyone, switched out for some jack stands here that lift a little bit higher, and I'm really happy with how that's looking. Again, we got, like I said, no problem with clearance there. That tire can go and do whatever it wants. It's completely clear now. I got it all the way up against that end. Again, it lines up with that bolt hole back there almost like perfectly. I'll have to figure out how we can spot that somehow. Probably just have to eyeball it, I guess. I don't know. And then this one, at least I can probably take this bracket back off, line that one up too, or just kind of spot it as well. So yeah, what I'm thinking about, I'll weld an angle bracket under here yet. Same as with that one there. I'm not sure we'll be bolting it to anything under there. I haven't looked under there yet, see if there's any bolt holes, other than obviously we got the one. I don't know, it's in there somewhere. I can't see it now at the moment, but yeah, I'm thinking that looks pretty good here, everyone. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, not too bad of a job welding, with the exception of the welder there. Again, that welder, that one's just a piece of steaming wrecked junk. Crummy welder. Really is. Harbor Freight welder welds better than that one, everyone. Should have kept the old Harbor Freight, but oh well. Yeah, anyway, I think that's going to do it, everyone. We're going to wrap this video up here. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them. And thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more, by the way. So yeah, next time, hopefully, we'll finish up the box here, maybe slap some paint on it, bolt it on, and we can start, oh, we need to drill some holes in the box for the wires too. So yeah, we'll start getting the box wired up here, and then we can test out our AC finally. Woohoo!